What is up, folks? Welcome to another session of ACTnow Hot Issue. What's for lunch for our as normal, as excited Friday edition down here when you're watching us live on our Facebook page, ACTnow Trooper. And as always, let me do this. It's Friday. I say it's Friday. Yes, it is Friday, folks. Dah sampai penghujung minggu. Hopefully, you guys are all geared up with whatever it is that you are planning for the weekend. Well, it doesn't matter if you want to step out of the city, you guys have planned to do some, activities with your families, with your friends and loved ones, and so on and so forth. Tapi as always, seperti yang kita orang selalu remind you people, that make sure you guys follow all of the SOPs that has been enforced by the government. Okay, go and scan your QR code using your My Sejahtera app. Make sure that you guys are not PUI, person under investigation or whatnot. You know, those kind of things. Make sure you guys are all free from COVID before you actually enter all of those premises. Sangat-sangat penting, okay? And make sure also we want to voice out to all of the people out there. Make sure you guys go for your booster shots. If you have not received your your appointment as of yet, you can actually go to the COVID Now .gov.my and go and register yourself at the nearest PPV within your area. Okay, so yeah, get your booster shot regardless whether it's Pfizer, it's AZ, AstraZeneca, whatever it is. The government has actually promoted and made safe assured that you can actually mix the vaccination should you need to. But if like for me, for instance, I'm the lucky ones who I have actually received AstraZeneca for my first and second shot, and for my booster shot as well, I also got AstraZeneca. All right. So yeah, regardless of whatever it is, go get yourself boosted. Get yourself your booster shot. Dos penggalak bak kata orang Melayu, just to get yourself all geared up, especially towards the festive season that is coming out around the corner. Thank you so much for you guys who are following us. Again, a big shout out to all of our viewers who have been supporting us without fail, day in and day out. Thank you so much. So, and don't forget to give us a like and give us a share of this video, because we want to make sure that this particular episode is beneficial not just to you but to other people as well, to all of our viewers, regardless wherever it is that they are. And also, not forgetting, make sure you guys download the ACTnow mobile community app on your Google Play Store as well as the Apple App Store, because this app is amazing. All you have to do is just download it, and then you can be the responsible Samaritan within your community. Then you can report anything that is of a concern within your area. Jalan lopak ke, tiang nak tumbang ke, anything that is a concern to your community, you can just use the app and report it, and we will connect you to the municipal council as well as to the agencies involving that particular issue. All right, so let's kick off with today's show. Okay, we are still waiting for our partner in crime, for my partner in crime actually, and yeah, as soon as I just mentioned his name, he just showed up. Melvin Lau, where did you go? Melvin?
Well, I was on call.
Yeah.
Some presidents call me from the States.
Whoa, oh my God, Joe Biden's son call you? Not bad lah, you, Melvin. Terror lah, you.
I don't know. I asked them to identify themselves. They couldn't identify themselves.
That's what the show is all about. Sebab kita buat live kan, so kita tak tahu kadang-kadang, sometimes we do get called away, with whatever it is. But it's great to have you back on our glorious Friday episode as always. How has your Friday been, Melvin?
Friday just started a few hours. Hope that, I'm now having a bit nightmare this weekend. Is that, how much can I clean up my house? We have cleaned part of it last weekend, so to continue this weekend.
I mean, like, not that I'm actually helping you out, but I just wish you, have a pleasant time, doing so, expressing your spring cleaning, and make sure everything is fine and in perfect condition, Melvin. All right, let's jump into the topic at hand. Yes, it is very, very closely related of what Melvin just mentioned. We want to talk about CNY, in a certain extent, because it has been no secret, obviously, that our country has been, under the pandemic COVID-19, banyak
Mm,
perayaan tak boleh buat. Even previously Thaipusam pun, yes, you masih lagi boleh buat, all those perayaan, but you cannot do your Kavadi punya march. You cannot
mm,
have besar-besaran and whatnot. I remember the time where Raya celebration as well as Chinese New Year previously as well. We had to do it in a very low key with just our close family and friends. We cannot really go around that much. But it has been reported from Putrajaya. Putrajaya has actually greenlit reunion dinners in which they're saying that it is a go. You can actually do reunion dinners. Yay, Melvin! This is a thumbs up, right?
yes, yes. I think it's a blessing. We can travel interstate now. We can go back to our families and have a reunion. I think some of them have not been missing each other for months. And yes, but I do not know whether that's the the SOP really stand, because some families will come in dozens,
Yep.
big families. So so take precaution. I think everyone, please, and those who are enjoying this holiday, that not celebrating New Year but enjoying the holiday, um, my personal advice is that do not give chance to the Chinese now. Remember that during the Raya, I say give chance to the Raya Muslim friends to travel in the states and all this thing. Do not jam up the highway.
Mhm.
Make everything congested, please. It's going to be a long holiday. It's a Tuesday, Wednesday affair. Officially 2 days off, February 1st and 2nd.
Yep.
I presume a lot of people will take Monday off as well.
Yep.
So it will probably start traveling on the Saturday. Some as eager as going back on the Friday after work,
Mhm.
and coming back on the second day, which is Wednesday. So I have experienced my a few years back. This is during Hari Raya. Oh, my journey from Penang to Kuala Lumpur take more than half a day.
Yeah. That
You know,
that's uh that's the SOP of traveling during festive season, Melvin.
yeah. So please, if you it's a holiday for those not celebrating Chinese New Year. Well, stay home, stay where you are. Let's say you're in Kuala Lumpur, you can still go to the mall, you can order things, So necessarily have to go back to Kampong. Let those Chinese go back to Kampong first. What I'm trying to say.
Melvin, I can tell you right now that that will never happen because kita keluarga Malaysia. Kalau Chinese can celebrate Chinese New Year, Melayu pun nak celebrate. Kalau Melayu nak celebrate Aidilfitri, the Chinese as well want to celebrate.
Yeah,
So
that's why I
regardless
say that is a normal norm, but now new norm we
yeah.
have to because just think, I know they like to still love one, regardless of what race you are. They like to go away on holidays, but we try to minimize. By now, we're still in the pandemic.
Yeah.
Today is the 20th, right?
Today is the 21st, Friday.
21st. If
Yeah.
you can recall rightly, our former prime ministers actually say 1st of
Which one? There's
January
so many
will
previously.
be,
I got
yeah,
confused.
we will actually enter what call that, endemic,
Yep.
but we still can't.
Yep.
Because
Correct.
even though cases has dropped down, but we have new omicrons in. Um, we still have to be cautious. We have to be careful.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Coming back to what Puchajaya has mentioned, just to reiterate back what it has been announced that they have mentioned that
yeah,
house visits throughout the whole New Year celebration between the January 21st and February 15th will
yeah.
be allowed. But in the past, Chinese New Year are only, but Chinese New Year banquets, they were talking about the big banquets, are only permitted for only the ones who have received invitation. So no more big open houses that you boleh ajak satu Malaysia punya dekat nama. So it is very much like invitation details. So if you have invitation, then only you can come. So basically you kena bawa you punya invitation letter ataupun invitation WhatsApp saying that saya diajak personally, I can enter lah, that kind of a thing, is it? So I tak tahu macam mana dia orang nak buat benda ni.
But I just share you. I mean, you're also into the events, hosting events, MC events. Of late, I mean, not last 2 months since events has been going on the full scale.
Yeah.
Dinners at the ballroom, full pack, 10 person per table. Please, Putrajaya, just pinpoint on this this coming festivals. Now we have to pray. Okay, it's straight to family members, open house only, fine, But there are so many big events already in place with full capacity, and it's easy to catch them.
Very easy.
Send your enforcement officer to all the hotels. Penalize the hotels too if they allow it. Not only the organizer or the host, the hotels, the venue owner have to be penalized too for allowing such things happening.
Yeah.
Because I see a lot of posting, social posting. They're so like ram sing, yam sing, all this thing, like touching each other's face and all these things. I mean, please. That is why, as we sometimes say, double standard.
Yeah.
But
I mean, like looking at
you
it.
have to understand why we say double standard.
Yeah. And just to give a bit of an SOP summary for Chinese New Year, it has been reported, and what we can actually pick out for our fellow viewers: families and friends allowed to visit each other's homes throughout the Chinese New Year festive from January 31st until February 15th. Formal CNL banquets may be held by invitation only at 50% capacity, 50% sahaja.
Sajalah.
And visitors must be fully vaccinated. No limit to the numbers of family members gathering at one place for reunion dinners on January 31st. Lion and dragon dance troops will be allowed to perform their routine subject to few restrictions like masks and physical distancing. Devotees may visit temples to perform prayers on February the 1st, the 2nd, as well as the 15th. And temples and those at home will be allowed to perform ceremonies for Bai Tiangong on February the 8th and the 9th. So, yeah, the SOPs are there. It's just about following the SOPs, Marvin. So, what's the problem?
Because a lot of people know common sense, man. They never pray for common sense in their life. They pray for wealth, wealth, naik gaji, anak banyak, tapi tak sembayang. God give me common sense.
Okay.
I'm telling you the truth. Give me 40 number and all these things. Please pray for common sense.
No, so basically what we're trying to say is that we totally salute the government for allowing us to have some sort of normality by having us to do the CNY so-called gathering. We can still visit our family and friends yang mana jauh, dekat and whatnot. But it is also need to be reminded to everyone, people pula. Government dah buat dah dia punya hal. So now is the people, is the rakyat that needs to behave themselves as best as they possibly can by following the SOPs. If not, it wouldn't matter anymore. And then, you know what? Melvin saja nak complain lah. Rakyat ni kan, dia minta macam-macam dari government. Government dah bagi. Lepas tu kalau cases naik, because of the rakyat complain balik to the government and saying that, why didn't you guys have more SOPs? That's the problem.
That's why I always say we are the culprit. Human beings are the culprit. You see, when we receive a lot of issues, community issues through our apps, rubbish, dumping of rubbish and all those things, who dump it? The rubbish is not thrown there by itself,
Yeah.
That's humans. That's the culprit. How do we educate it? So I need some here for the company to actually wants to exercise some civic education program for those adults. It's those people. I mean, the adults is the culprit. When adults throw their children see it, they follow the same in the next few years or immediately. I was worried to see that the parents are the children. Oh, okay, itu sampah is rubbish. Let's go to that side corner of the road. Just dump. When you dump, please look around and make sure that nobody sees you. Wow, that's how they educate that children. Wow, the children become very smart already. So next time you say, I go and steal things, I make sure no one steal me too.
Itulah dia when it comes to all these kind of things. Yeah, as much as we wanna, like it's all about, again, coming back to common sense. It's all about having common sense, which unfortunately is not common anymore. So we do hope that Malaysians, yes, you are given this freedom. Awak dah beri dah kesempatan oleh pihak kerajaan untuk buat CNY celebration, but please do not overdo it. Know your limits and know what are the things that you can or you cannot do, because we don't want another fiasco. We don't want another thing to happen that would disrupt not just you, but literally the nation, should you guys are not quite particular about these things. Itu je lah nasihat
Just
kita
share,
buat.
just a minute. I want to share with you. Last weekend, I went to the Sunday shop.
Hmm.
Now, Sunday shop still allowed to sell liquor.
Okay.
I am not talking because I'm angry, but I was so a bit disturbed. This young couple, I think they're not
Aha.
more than 20. I don't know what occupation they do. They actually order, brandy XO,
Okay.
not just VSOP. XO would probably cost you 700-800 ringgit per bottle, 12 bottles.
12 bottles. Wow. Okay.
I already say you're gonna have a war party or something like that.
They must be very
Why I
thirsty.
tell you,
That's the only thing I can say. They must be very thirsty.
no, they must be hunger for sex party or naughty
Ah,
party.
tak tahulah. Itu
I
kita.
got a bit. I mean, I tell you, I think it's not because I'm disgusted. I tell myself each water will give a joy to some family.
Yeah.
That's what I've been asking. Yeah, I've been sending very modestly. If I have that means to have, let's say, upgrade my, let's say I have a small abalone for dinner, for my New Year dinner, which I can afford a big abalone. I will go for a small abalone. That saving, I will give it to someone less unfortunate.
Yeah. Unfortunately, not everyone is like you, thinking like you. But yeah, that's why God is
That's
fair.
why
They try to make
today,
it.
after this show, I'm going to a shelter, Rawan shelter. We have
Yay.
yeah, we have a lot of stray dogs. I mean, it's kind-hearted people actually.
Mhm.
They accept the stray dogs. And I bought my whole car is full of my neighbor and myself. We contribute, bring in all the biscuits and all those things, food for them. So again, I always say how these stray dogs or stray cats. They also kept stray cats on the street because people dump them.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly. So no, good. Kudos to you for having this initiative, and we do hope that your act of kindness will be repaid, if not in this world, in other worlds lah. Basically, putting it
No,
that
this
way. That's
world like just make sure ACTnow is blessed. It's good enough.
That's what we hope for. All right, moving on to our second topic. It is now confirmed that on February the 3rd, 3 hari bulan February, kids between 5 to 11 will be able to get their vaccination already, as reported by the Ministry of Health. They have said that parents can already apply for the COVID-19 vaccination appointments for their children aged 5 to 11 through the MySejahtera application from January the 31st, for them to be eligible, for them to get their vaccination on starting February the 3rd. Yay, more people being vaccinated. Again, another thumbs up.
Yeah, sounds up good, but I don't know whether approval is required for their guidance parents. Let's say a 5 too young to go by themselves. If 11, 11 nowadays is quite an adult. They actually sneak out without the parent. Let's say parents are anti-vaccinated, anti-vaxxer, and the kid of 11 would sneak out and do
Oh.
own vaccination. Is it going to get in trouble, or the government would KJ will get in trouble?
No, I don't think so. Because why? The MySejahtera for kids 11 and below are attached to their parents' MySejahtera. So they would not have their own mobile phone with their own MySejahtera application. So that's how it
Okay.
is, Melvin. Like my daughter, myself, even though she's 11 and a half, touching 12 in July,
Mm.
but she is still my dependent and my wife's dependent. So there's no way for her to actually enter a premise and having her own MySejahtera without having me or my wife around. So that's how it goes.
I see. That's good. That's good. But of course, the parents have to take the initiative.
Mm. Yep.
That a few years the kid can't drive themselves or tell the parents, I want. I listen to ACTnow program and I demand I want to be vaccinated.
Yeah, it is crazy. And to further continue, the vaccines will be administered in 2 doses with an 8-week interval from the initial jab, to provide a higher efficacy rate, as well as having the potential to provide longer lasting immunization response to COVID-19. So kids pun kena ambil 2 dosage juga in the span of 8 weeks between the first and the second jab. But ultimately, what we're trying to say is that more and more people will be vaccinated, and more people will be having that guard, that shield upon themselves, and not just simply go to a doctor and buy a 600 ringgit false
Oh
certificate to
yeah,
get
there's
them
thousands of
vaccinated.
them buying, selling. They're so rich. This makes this few doctors. But I think what MOH should do.
Mhm.
should have more counseling. No, start with the PTA, Parents Teacher Associations.
Mhm.
Um, train them or counsel them so that they can actually have this spreads around with all the parents that is safe, because usually, I mean, some parents are over concerned. Okay, I'm adult, I'm old enough to probably to take the jab. Probably my children is too young, So we should have a lot of this counseling, education programs with facts, based with facts, to
Yep.
communicate to the parents that, okay, we are doing such things, report the lab. I mean, we must substantiate, so it's safe for your children, because otherwise a
Yep.
lot of people have these thoughts, their own thoughts, and not
Mhm.
only that, they will share the thoughts which is probably not right with others, and that's how it's a change effect, so the
Yeah.
whole community will be have such fear.
Yeah, I totally understand you, because a lot of people are still getting, false news, fake news, a lot of misguided information out there. And it is very important for the government to actually launch this campaign, even right now, in educating the public, going through, radio stations or TV stations, or
Yeah,
even like printed or even online, so whatever it is, having that, that chart, that infographics or whatever it is, just to educate and help the parents who have doubts
mm,
of their kids getting vaccine. Because at the end of the day, like kids, I mean, like,
yeah,
my soon to be 1 month old son, he will
yeah.
also get his vaccination of BCG, if I'm not mistaken. So we talk about VCG, we talk about polio,
BCG
we
was
talk
done
about
in school.
hepatitis B. Yeah, so I mean, like, there's a lot of vaccines out there. So why be scared about the COVID-19 vaccination? It works the same thing as other vaccination. Granted, it is new. The vaccine has only been around for about 2 years. It is still new to the public, but it has been tested. It has been okay, and there are already other countries out there who has implemented, kids between 5 to 11 to be vaccinated, and touch wood, God willing, everything is well in those countries. So it's all about just, like you said, educating and memberikan pengajaran dan juga informasi to the public, Melvin. That's very important.
Yeah, that's very important. So, it's a good move, and I hope that the program runs smoothly. You know.
Yeah, that's what we really hope for. That's what we really wish for.
Yeah.
And yalah, hopefully orang dengar cakap kita, bukan saja kita sebenarnya, KJ pun, because
Mm.
again, he's been the one championing this, and we totally support him on this, and we hope that every parent out there will do the
Mm.
same in vaccinating their children as quickly as possible, because that's what we
Yes.
want. We want a safer Malaysia moving forward. Okay, enough about that. Let's end the day. Let's end the day on this glorious Friday about the Act Now and the community. If you guys don't know yet, as
What issue
mentioned,
we have today?
yeah, but before I start tu, I nak promote sikit. Again, as always, the ACTnow mobile community app. Download it on the Google Play Store as well as the Apple App Store, of the magicness and the wonderfulness of the app, because it can do so many things for you and your community. Apa yang kita nak highlight untuk this day is about this particular thing that has been reported in the public. I'll show you in the picture there. What do you
Oh,
see here, Melvin?
it's comments around, even in the city. The rubbish is overflow. Oh,
Mhm.
even I have seen what's it okay, I always say this is in the pavilion,
In
in
Pavilion.
Bukit Bintang.
Wow.
There was, I think I make the report. It was out, the pavements. It was not only overflow. There's all cigarette bugs, and all the rubbish was, because it was, the bin was so too that kind of size. It's overflow, and it was surrounding on the main road of Jalan Bukit Bintang, the pavilion's corridor.
Oh, that must be an eyesore, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's the definite I saw, but what is the impression it's going to give to pavilion?
Mhm.
Even though it's say, oh, this is the walkway pavement, it's nothing to do with me, but it's very bad.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
So what's up with this tong sampah anyway, Melvin? Apa yang orang dah report guna the act of
The big it's complains that the rubbish bins have not been clear for some time. You know, and of course, we extended the report. This happened in DBKL. Alarm Fora immediately took actions, and also sent us this is after the cleaning. After
Yeah.
that, I know they clean up, they clear everything up, and all these things. So
Yep.
the apps actually works. So do not doubt now. Probably it will take some time, because if beyond our control. We have
Mhm.
also recent cases. Um, Also regarding, I think it's KDB or Aramfora, on their way to attend to our reporters' issue to clean up the rubbish. Their trucks was broken down halfway. You know,
Wow.
so
Okay.
yeah, I would not imagine they actually reported to us. I thought they were not okay. Until they clean the report to us, but they actually say apologize. We actually was on our way to the destination, the site, but our truck broke down. So
Wow.
I say,
Okay.
okay, no worries. I think we report. I hope that users understands. This is so-called act of God lah. They
Mm.
actually on the way, the truck broke down, and they have no choice. They can't attend to the issue until the very next day. You know.
Yeah. I mean, like
Yeah.
people need to understand as well. I mean, like the magicness and the wonderfulness of the Act Now mobile community app. Yes, it is a way for you guys to actually lodge a report, and we will do our utmost best to make sure that your your complaints, or should I say your concerns, will to be channeled to the correct parties and everything. But do give it some time. I mean, like they can't just appear like that. If you say that, oh, this one nak bersihkan sekarang, pop terus like magic, it will be addressed very quickly as soon as possible.
You
And
can your own mate. Yeah, hire your own mate.
hopefully, yeah, if you hire your own mate, you can lah. That's for sure lah. But yeah, I mean, like, do test out the app and do test out, the capableness of the app, and it can actually do a lot of good within you, with yourself as well as your community as well. Because that's what Act Now represents. Because we want to be with you, we want to be with your community, in doing all these kind of things. Because if no other people are doing it, let us do it. Let us be the ones who are championing this and making sure that you feel always safe and secure and happy within your own community. That's what ACTnow is all about.
Yes, that's right. So
Uh-huh.
don't believe in us, support
Itu
us.
je. Yeah, believe in us and support us, and it will definitely go a long way. All right, Melvin, that's all for now. Our Friday issue, quick one. Thank you so much, and hopefully you have a good weekend with your Mr. Broom and Miss Mop and Miss Sponge, or whoever it is that akan jadi kawan you over the weekend with your spring cleaning. I bid you a very hard working time for you, and hope
Thank
to
you,
see you
thank
back on
you.
Monday. Right?
All right, see you on Monday.
See you on Monday.
All
Bye.
right, take care.
All right, guys, that was Melvin together with myself, as always, talking to you about all the latest issues and latest topics that we can deliver you every single Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Hope you guys have a great weekend ahead. Hope you guys have a good me time, alone time, and family time with your loved ones, obviously. And hopefully to see you guys back on Monday for another edition of the Act Now Hot Issue. What's for lunch? Happy lunching, me Adlan signing out. Take care now. Bye bye.